So now I'll tell you further what things work for you as a candidate in terms of writing task 2 and what things work for the examiner when he is checking your task. The most important point which we tend to forget in terms of us writing task 2 is your punctuation. The best part is there's not too much of it, but at the same time everything matters. So do not give a chance to the examiner to consider that this thing was missing. Even otherwise, if I consistently talk to you without giving any kind of pauses, without hinting, without highlighting that this is here, I stop. Because when we talk in your day-to-day communication, in your conversations, we don't stop at a point to tell the person that my sentence ended up here and I'm starting with the next one. How do we highlight is by giving pauses. So those pauses are indicated in writing through full stops. That is first thing you have to be careful on. Your full stops, highlight where did you stop and when your next point begins. Your full stops are again important because after you put the full stop, you use a connective word, a linking word that shows the connectivity of your thoughts, which can be secondly, furthermore, moreover, anything that shows the flow of your thoughts. Then comes your comma. Comma is important, which gives you an indication that this is a part of the sentence, but we have a slight pause here. When you're giving short examples like books, CDs, computers, laptops, how do I indicate these are all separate? Through my comma. So I have to put up commas and I have to take care of the full stop. Quotations, inverted commas that you say, are not required in Ielts. We don't give quotations in Ielts writing task 2 or anywhere. We do not indicate through pointers anything in writing task 2, which you say underlining something or apostrophes are also not a part of it. So everything is there in a proper formal format. Along with that, contractions are not a part of Ielts formal writing. Contractions, as when I have to write do not, I cannot write don't. I will not prefer writing shouldn't. I will not prefer writing doesn't. I will completely write does not. So this thing everybody has to take care of. Apart from that, your repetition is definitely recommended not to be followed in your writing task 2. Repetition is of many ways, many kinds, like it can be a repetition of words, it can be a repetition of sentence, it can be a repetition of point. So in repetition also there is a vast variety which examiner does not look forward to. So for that matter, it is recommended that you always plan before you write. When you think of a topic and random so many points come to your mind, because there would be no such topic you have never ever heard of. Even if you are a school pass out, you would still have exposure about the kind of topic which is given to you in IELTS writing task 2. So for that matter, the most important thing is be patient. Read it 2 to 3 times, understand first what he's trying to say, and then analyze what all you have for that. Many students come up saying that, ma'am, I do not get ideas. For ideas, you don't need to look for books or for the people. Yes, no doubt, books would help you. They'll enrich your content, definitely. They'll teach you the formal way of writing. They'll teach you the correct way of presentation. But at the same time, please do not count only on books. You are not in that system. This is not, again and again, I say the same thing. This is not a competition exam. It's an eligibility test. They are just assessing your communication skills in terms of writing. Can you express? That is the reason they don't give you anything related to the books or the published articles or any such thing, which you can simply pick up from a book or you can take it from the internet and you can paste it there. This is not that. So in IELTS, they want to see your exposure, your thinking. Now, if somebody is given a topic that children these days are getting out of control of their parents, what are the reasons, effects, and solutions? Now, for that matter, you don't need to get married first and have children. It's simple. If I am not married, I do not have children, but I was a child at one point of time, and I was in that stage when I used to have contradictions with my parents. So what was the reason for that? Why I had contradictions with them? And what was my thought process that time? Now if I'm a working professional, I'm a family person, I have my own children, then again I would have a lot of points to say, because I'm passing through the same situation. So this is how you are given a topic, and the perspective is so simple. Either it has happened to you, or you have heard about it, or you have read about it, or you have watched in television, in movies, in theaters, in serials, or you hear people talking on that. So, for that matter, you don't need any degrees as such. That is the reason IELTS writing task is given considering every person in mind. I come across working professionals, I come across scholars, I come across the masters of the language, I come across 10th class pass students, I come across people who are not highly qualified, they are in skilled labor, they are in blue collar jobs, but everybody gets through, for the reason they, once they get into that angle, they understand the perspective of it, they start saying we get the ideas, we don't need somebody to tell us what I should write on that. A practice is definitely required, but for that matter, please do not count only on the books or internet information or YouTube videos. Everything will work together. First is your originality. Be confident about yourself. Think of the topic. Do I have stuff on this? If I put myself in that situation, what would I say? If I'm the student, even then, if I'm a working professional, my younger brother, sister comes to me, asks me about it, what would I suggest? If I have to share my own experience somewhere, what would I say? So these things will definitely help you in getting more ideas, and your originality will be there. When you have originality, you have a command over the language. You know how to present it. You have your confidence working behind that. So then the presentation is very much clear to the examiner. This is how it works, and please try to work up on this, work up on different topics, think about them. You'll definitely come to the point that you start getting idea. Everything is inside you. It is at right point of time. Are you in a position to take out that information correctly and presenting it well? That works, and practice is definitely required for that. So for this thing, I just wanted to say this much. Try to practice more on this. Thank you.